Hello, hello, hello. This is the Appalachia Ranger. I've come back with another build video for 2025. We're at the back end of 2025 now, and I thought one more build video for the year because I had such a positive response from my last build video. I'll leave a link for that in the description. That was for the full health build, human. But I'm doing something different today. I'm doing a heavy gunner build with a power armor. I don't normally invest time in power armor, but today I came up with a build. I think it's a really nice build as well. I think it will get you through. Well, I don't think. I know it will. It is raid ready, and it is Burning Springs ready as well. It's pretty much. It's an all-rounder. It's a great, great heavy gunner power armor build if that's what you like to play as. As you can see, I got the Edison Power Armor skin from the season board. I would highly recommend investing in that. Just look at it. It's beautiful. Work on that season board, everyone. Anyway, the point of this is to show you my version of a heavy gunner build in 2025 before the year ends. Um, and as I always say, the video will be fully time stamped along the way, so you don't have to listen to me ramble on all the way through. Um, I've always said this. I left a comment in my previous description of a previous video that more Fallout content creators should leave timestamps, especially when they're doing build videos. It saves time and it's more efficient. I find it more efficient, and I don't like wasting your guys' time. I just want to get to the point of it, and that's what we're going to do right now. Get into the point of this build. Let's go. Right. What makes you special? Let's go. So I called this build the Frank Horrigan build. Frank Horrigan from Fallout 2 because, you know, we want to be beefy, we want to be tanky, and we are mutated, so why not? So let's go to the specials first. And in the specials, we'll start from the top. We have a 10 in strength, a 12 in perception, a 7 in endurance, a 4 in charisma, a 6 in intelligence, an 8 in agility, and a 9 in luck. Well, there you go. I'll leave that on the screen for a moment for you there. Obviously, we've put a lot of investment into strength and perception, as you can see. You'll see why as we go along in the video. And we'll go quiet for a moment so you can process that information, pause the video, timestamp, whatever. Enjoy. I'm back in a moment. I hope that was enough time for you. So let's get to legendary perk cards next. Let's go. Let's get into this build. Right. Ignore these cards now. Let's go to legendary perks next. We're taking one for the team. It's the first one. Enemies take 5% more damage when they attack you if you're on a team. Crucial for raiding and crucial for just generally playing around with your group on the game. We've got a legendary agility maxed out, rank 4. We've got a legendary endurance ranked out to rank 4. We've got a legendary luck, rank 4. Legendary strength, rank 4. And we have a legendary intelligence, rank 4. I will scroll through these slowly now so you can have another look at them as we go along. And I'll be quiet for a moment so you can just process that. Okay, I hope that was enough time for you. Obviously, like I said, everything will be time stamped. Let's get to the perk cards next. My favourite section. I love, when I do the build videos, I love discussing the perk cards. It's like sitting down and talking to the viewers without the viewers being there, and it's just so comforting. I don't understand why. It is. So obviously there is perk cards for my own convenience because I like to be able to carry a lot of stuff. I like having a heavy amount of carry weight. So bear in mind, if you see some perk cards you don't agree with or feel like it's not necessary for you, change it out. Change it out to something else. But please leave a comment what cards you would swap in place of the ones I've got on already. I'd really appreciate that. So let's start from the top on strength. Strength's stuck at 15. We've got strong back. Gain more carrying weight based on strength. I like my carry weight. I say that in every build video. I like to have huge carry weight. I love having a lot of carry weight. I'm obsessed with carry weight. Next is traveling pharmacy. Weights of all chems, including stimpaks, are reduced by 9%. You don't necessarily need to carry that many chems on this build, but I still like to have traveling pharmacy. This could be a nice swap out at some point, but I'm not there on this build yet where I feel like I want to swap that out just yet. But yes, weights of all chems, including stimpaks, are reduced by 9%. You do need chems. You still do need stimpaks, but with this build, you don't really need to carry as much. Bring in the big guns. Your bullet storm stack is doubled. Bullet storm increases damage. The more stack you have, the more damage you're doing. You want to be a walking tank? Bullet storm's the guy. And that's at rank 3. Easy target. I've only put it at rank 1. Plus 25% range damage to crippled targets. Sorry, I've just drank coffee. I've got heartburn. I apologise. Extra damage. Sometimes this will be sort of fatsy as well, this build. So we will be using fat, so we will need distance damage as well. Bullet Storm. Gain 9% damage per 30 ammo spent. 10 max stacks. This adds on to the Bullet Storm stack, going back to bringing the big guns. So obviously if you're doing a raid and you're doing the EN90, you're going to be spending a lot of ammunition. And the more ammunition you spend, the higher the damage. Great. More damage, more efficiency. Tightly wound. Weapons spin up 6% faster. Notoriously, heavy guns are notoriously slow for winding up, getting them started. But once they're started, they're going. And the faster you can get to that point, the better. So we've got tightly wound on there as well. Scatter shot. 20% of the damage dealt to limbs is applied to all limbs on your target. So the moment you cripple one leg or one arm, one head, the damage is spreading all the way around. It's multiplying. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the quicker you can take down your targets, fantastic. And there's your strength. That's everything on strength there for you. Let's move on to perception next. Obviously, it's become perception, the first kind of perception number cruncher. It's a must now. Everyone carries number cruncher. Every build at this moment in time is taking number cruncher with them. It is a staple. It's needed. It's great. Your weapons have 2% increased damage per AP cost. So that marries up with the facts. And it's just more damage going along. And you want that number cruncher. You want to see your damage numbers multiplying. That's what you want. That's what you love to see. Next we have Down Ranger. Rank 3. You do 20% range damage to far enemies. So this is obviously marrying up with, this is being like sort of using fats on this build as well. So the further the enemy, the better. Obviously most of the time with Heavy Gunner you are going to be close range. But sometimes when you're using the fats in this build, this will add up really well. So Down Ranger is a must. I would maybe swap that out for Tank Killer, but we'll see. We'll see. Tormentor, you deal 20% more damage per crippled limb your target has. So this is obviously going back to Scatter Shot and Easy Target. It's all adding up now. The damage is adding up. More damage, quicker you kill the enemy, the more efficient you are, the more efficient you are for a raid or for the Burning Springs, which has amped its difficulty up since recent days. Green Thumb, I have a throwaway card on this because I do like collecting, harvesting stuff along the way. It's just a throwaway card really, it's not really needed, but I like to have Green Thumb on there. So class is a throwaway card. You could potentially move this point of perception off to somewhere else, but that is completely up to you. And then the last card, Concentrated Fire, Focus Fire to gain 3% accuracy on damage per shot. I've got that at rank 3, that's a must. Improved accuracy is better for the heavy guns. Heavy guns don't have spread, so the more we can concentrate that spread, the better. And also on top of that, more damage. So that's your perception there. Next, we're moving on to a very important card section. It's endurance. So on endurance this time, I want to gain as much health as possible. I was really thinking of putting Ironclad on there, but I passed because when I ran the test for the build, I felt super tanky already, so it wasn't really necessary. But hey, more health. So Life Giver, gain more at max HP per point in endurance. Great. Iron Stomach, increased damage and energy resistance based on endurance while not diseased. Iron Stomach, another card, it's a staple in all builds now. When you're not diseased, you're getting that increased damage and energy resistance. More damage, better resistance. Must. Iron Stomach. True Hiker, this is an Overeaters build, so I haven't put Overeaters mod onto my power armor, what will be running on this. So I've decided to put the perk card on instead, the endurance, and that is reduces the food and drink weights by 9% because we are going to be an Overeaters build, so we are going to need a lot of food and drink. Well, not too much, but just enough to see us along. That's True Hikers. First Quencher, increase max AP based on endurance while not diseased. Again, a must. This will be using fats on this build, so when we're not diseased, we want that increased AP. There we go. First Quencher. Bullet Shield. One of my favourites on this. Getting 50% deflect chance for 6 seconds when firing a heavy gun. So when you're firing, you've got more resistance. So when you are facing off against the robot in the raid, you are literally the EN06. You're deflecting. You got a big chance of deflecting that damage as well. 15%. It seems small, but trust me, it pays off. So there we go. I've got that at max 3. Vaccinated, increased damage resistance based on endurance. So I'm just marrying up Vaccinated. So my First Quencher and Iron Stomach are always working in the background. And I'm always avoiding disease. So Vaccinated, I'd say, it's an important card for me. It could be an important card for you. Let me know. I have Radical on. And again, because I want huge strength. And the more strength I have, the more resistance I have, and the more carry weight I have. So I always carry Radical with me. The greater your rads, the greater your strength. Radical shouldn't be on there. Right, that's stupid, actually. Right, I've just read that. Just I'm running a full health build. So, actually, this is a perfect time for us to rectify that. So, let's swap that out. Let's go... I don't know. I didn't realise that. I'm so sorry. I completely misread that originally. But as we're here right now, we're going to change that card. Let's do... Oh, yes. Natural Resistance. Let's do Natural Resistance when not diseased. Yeah. Let's pick that card up. I completely forgot Radical is not really necessary anymore in this build because it's not a blooded build. Goodbye, Radical. It's been years. Sorry, goodbye. So we've just actually edited and made the build better as we were going along, so that's great. So I do apologise there. You will need to change the Radical out and put Natural Resistance increased element resistance based on endurance when not diseased. So there we go. Natural Resistance. And the last one, you will be mutated. You will never mutate from rads and radaway. Will never cure mutations. So you always got your mutations on. You're safe. Choose your mutations. Fun times. So we're going to come off endurance. Remember, in endurance, make sure you change your Radical out and put it on Natural Resistance instead, because then we're going to be even more tanky. You'll see the numbers when we get there. Next is Charisma. Charisma is a quick one. We'll move in and out Charisma quite quickly. Inspirational, gain more XP while achieving based on your Charisma. Self-explanatory. More XP, quicker you level. Quicker you can get a build like this. Strange in numbers, important. Positive mutations effects are 25% stronger if teammates are mutated too. Very important, because then you're all sharing your mutations. It's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. The more teammates there, the better. Full team, plus 25% stronger. We like that. Tenderizer, each attack makes your target take increased damage. More damage, quicker you kill him, quicker we get away from the problem. There's charisma. Intelligence. Let's move on to intelligence. I've got intelligence at 11. Stimpaks restore more HP based on your intelligence. So obviously we're going to need to use Stimpaks in difficult situations. So there we go. The less Stimpaks we have to use to fill up our health bar, the better. Field Surgeon, also a must. Stimpaks and Radaway heal 60% faster. The quicker you can use that Stimpak, the better you can get back, the quicker you can get into the fight. So Field Surgeon. Stabilized. Big drones gain 30% accuracy, doubled in power armor. So now, while we're using stabilized, we have more accuracy, and that's going to marry up with concentrated fire as well. So our accuracy is really high on our heavy gun now, and that's exactly what we want. Science, increase energy damage based on your intelligence. We're using the I can't remember what it's called. The Gatling, not the Gatling plasma. We are using an energy weapon, but why can I not remember the name? Science, increased energy damage based on your intelligence. So more damage on our energy weapon, the better, and you'll see that as we do our test right at the end, our favourite section, testing. Batteries included, we'll be carrying a lot of energy weapon ammo, so we need that ammo reduced. So I've still got my carry weight, because remember, on my builds, carry weight's important. So energy weapon ammo weighs 9% less. Good with salt, we'll be carrying food with us, so I need that food to last longer. And so with good with salt, food in your inventory will spoil 9% slower. Great card, works in the background, and that's exactly what we like. So now we're going to move into agility. Your range weapons do plus 12 damage, 12% damage, weak spot. Your range weapons do plus 12% weak spot damage. So obviously when you're firing at a weak spot, more damage. There we go. And more damage, what do we say about more damage? The quicker we get out of a bad situation. So we've got Gunslinger at rank 3. We've got Gunslinger Expert, so obviously we're going to be having Onslaught, and our weapon will be Furious. So, +1 range weak spot damage per Onslaught stat, +3 max stats. So we've got more stats, more damage to weak spots, and more damage per Onslaught. So that's Gunslinger Expert, and that's a 2. Gorilla, you do +20% range damage to close enemies. So that's going to marry up to the other cards back from Perception. So Gorilla and Perception are kissing each other. They love each other, and they're going to give us more damage, and that's exactly what we want. So that's at a rank 3 as well. Gorilla, another staple on all builds these days. Gorilla Master, +5 range damage to close enemies per Onslaught stat, +5 max stats. Again, this is just the hyper version of Gorilla. So more damage and more Onslaught stats for our Furious weapon. Love it. More damage, get out of the situation. And the last one, because we are fats, and a lot of things, we will be gaining a lot of kill streaks as we go along. Gain 10 damage per kill while on a kill streak, max 10. So if you're in a kill streak of max 10, say you're in Radiation Rumble, for example, you're hitting your peak. You're the boss. You own Radiation Rumble at that point. You're living life good. You're dealing damage, and it's great. So let's move on to Luck, the final section of our legendary of our perk cards. Sorry if I seem a bit jittery and stuff has been going along. I don't really do outtakes, or I don't really do practice runs of this video. I do it all in one shot because I love doing one shot videos. So because we're a fats build, we're in Luck now. Luck is at a 14. Better criticals, fat criticals now do 100% damage. So when you are using the heavy gun and you need to boo on the big boss, plus 100% damage, and that will stack with the gorilla and everything in perception and everything in strength. So the damage is all pushing its way up to start adding up to the luck section. And there we go. Big damage, big numbers. One gun army. Heavy guns gain a 12% damage chance and plus 75% limb damage. Great. One gun army. I'm telling you everything now. Everything works out at the end. And everything, including the damage, has been adding up all the way up until this point. And one gun army kisses all the other perk cards what need to give you the damage and make you a tank. So there you go. You get the stagger chance and more damage on the limb damage, and that marries up with your, obviously, with a couple of cards that are inside strength. That is scatter shot and easy target. So one gun army, rank 3. Ricochet, because we want to avoid damage and we want to be a tank. Ricochet, gain a chance to deflect range attacks based on luck, and because luck's nearly at the max, Ricochet is going to be bouncing on your screen several times, especially on big encounters, so good times. Class Freak. Obviously, everyone carries Class Freak with them, especially if mutated. The negative effects of your mutations are reduced by 75% now. So, your mutations, barely any negativities from your mutations anymore. Perfect card. Critical 7 critical hits now only consume 55% of your critical meter, which works out really well and marries up with better criticals, so you can use the critical savvy more. And obviously, because we're using the heavy gun, the critical bar fills up so much quicker. So you always do have a chance to use your criticals, and more damage. And for the very last card in the perks, you don't really need Junk Shield because you are basically a walking tank. But I like Junk Shield, gain resistance based on your luck and amount of junk held. You are pretty much borderline indestructible, and not completely, especially for raids. Raids are a different kettle of fish. Still need to work as a team, but yeah, carry 100 pieces of any junk, lock it in your inventory, and Junk Shield is activated. Great time. Thank you for the perk section. I'm going to leave it on the screen for a moment so you can enjoy the perks. I'll do a different timestamp for the perks this time. I'll do a quiet section and a talking section, so you can just sit at the talking section instead of having to listen to this section. So here you go. Here's all the perk cards. I'll go quiet for a moment and then we'll move on to gear, weapons, mutations, stats, and testing. So I'll leave this on the screen for a moment. And there we go, that's the end of the perk card section. I hope you enjoyed that. So let's move on to stats now. And that is your new build, if you want to run it. So, obviously, I'm going to get us onto the stats section now. And let's look at our energy damage resistance. Let's fill up our health first so we can get a real understanding of where we stand. Well, I don't want to waste that. Let's get some Halloween candy inside us. Do we have any drinks? Let's do a nuke orange, purified water. Okay, we are now fully fed. So let's look at our stats. So at stats, we've got a ballistic natural resistance 879. Poison, we've got a 49. Fire, we've got a 99. Energy resistance, big number, huge number, 1019. Cairo 49, and radiation 285. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, beautiful. Look at that, walking tank, and our health is standing at a nice 420. Wink, wink. It could be higher, but I don't know. Could it? Maybe. Anyway, That's the stats on there. I'll leave them on screen for a moment. And then let's move on to effects. We've got our power armor, which is plus 10 strength, more carry weight. We're using the Falcon power armor bonuses, plus 25% AP regen rate, plus 25% fusion core duration. That's why I like using the Falcon, to be honest. Ignore the drinks. I'm fully fed at the same time because we're an overeaters. Really important. Plus 1 strength, plus 35% HP, plus 35% disease resistance. Remember, we've got the disease cards on, one of the disease resistance. So that's the effects we have on there. And just a moment, we're going to move on to mutations. So these are going to be, we're going to start talking about the mutations we are on. And yeah, let's go ahead on this. So let's start off with adrenaline reaction. Adrenaline reaction, negative effect minus 12 HP, but we get a plus 5 damage per kill while on a kill streak. Remember, there's a card, kill streak card we got there. More damage, better times. We got the bird bones, minus 9% fall damage, plus 4 agility, minus 45% fall speed, and the negative is minus 1 strength. Next we have the Eagle Eyes. It's got a negative of a minus 1 strength, plus 4 perception. Because we're a nice facts build, we get that plus 50% critical damage. Critical damage, trust me, it will hurt them. We've got Egghead. I like having Egghead for the extra intelligence, but the negatives are minus 0.75 endurance, minus 0.75 strength. It's not that bad. I'd say still put Egghead on. Electrical charge, 5% chance to deal 25% enemy damage to melee attackers. You get caught in a pinch and someone's coming behind you and trying to slap you in the face, punch them in the face and give them an electric boost. Grounded, we get plus 100% energy resistance, but we get minus 30% energy damage, energy gun damage, which isn't too bad. We're already pushing the numbers on the damage anyway. We've got healing factor, plus 3% health regen, minus 14% chem effects. It's not too bad. We don't really care. I am a herbivore because I like herbivore a lot, and I prefer herbivore. I really do prefer herbivore. I do. It's totally up to you. I'd say I would go be a meat eater for a heavy build, but there's a lot of recipes out there now that benefit you even if you are a herbivore. So really look into your recipes and stuff. Maybe next year I'll look into the cooking side of videos and show you this best things to be eating and drinking while in the wasteland. Next is herd mentality. Ooh, minus 0.50% to all specials. Could get rid of that in the end, but we'll see. We have marsupial, plus 320% jump height, plus 20% carry weight, only the minus 1 intelligence. It's great. Look at that. Higher jumps, better distance. I don't really carry a jetpack, so I still want that jumping distance on this build. Scaly skin, great. Scaly skin is a must. Plus 50% energy resistance, minus 12% AP. I wouldn't worry about that. We're still having the AP there, stuck in place. Plus 50% damage resistance as well. So it's all adding up at this point. And then we've got Speed Demon, plus 30% reload speed, plus 30% move speed, plus 13% hunger and thirst while moving. So that's not great, but it's still great. We're using the heavy gun, so it's fantastic. So that is our mutations. I'm going to slowly go through them in silence for you so you don't have to listen to me ramble on. Let's go. And that's everything. That's your mutations. Now, on this video, I'm going to show you the perk card effects as well. What effects are on your character with your perk cards. So let's go to perk card effects. And it looks good. I'm showing you right now. So perk card effects. Bullet Storm, 25% max stacks. Down Rager, plus 20% damage versus fire. Easy target, plus 25% damage versus crippled. First aid, plus 40% stim patch healing. Good with salt. Spiral rate down. Gorilla, plus 25% damage up close. Iron stomach's on, so you get plus 51% damage resistance. Huge numbers. This is the important part I'm showing you. And then you have the iron stomach for the energy resistance. And here we go. Here's the junk shield for you. Plus 108 energy resistance with junk shield active. Remember, just carry 100 of any junk, lock it in place in your inventory, and you've got this perk on there. Plus 108 damage resistance as well. You've got a life giver giving you 94% more health. Natural resistance is giving you the resistance to most elements, which is Chiral, poison, and fire resistance, all at the 29. You got Wandering Army on there, plus 75% limb damage. Ricochet, plus 90% deflect chance. Science, plus 24% energy damage. Strongback, 56 carry weight. Thirst Quencher, look, there you go. 62% max HP. Tightly Wound, plus 60% spin up speed. Tormentor, plus 20% damage per crippled limbs. Vaccinated, plus 31% damage energy resistance. And obviously you've got the hydrated there. And that's that. That is the perk card effects right there for you to show you and prove to you the beefiness of this tank. Now let's move into weapons. We are using the Gauze minigun, which I couldn't remember for the life of me the name of it before. I would... there is a perk card I would change in here, but it's a lot of it to my own comfortability. But I'll show you along the way. So it's a Furious. It's a plus 5 damage per onslaught stack, plus 9 max stats. I've got it on a quicker reload speed, so I'm never caught in a pinch. That's plus 25 on the second star. I've got Swift for quicker reload speed, quicker to reload, quicker and back in the action. I've got the Bullies on, Bully being a plus 25% damage per crippled limb your target has. So the more limbs crippled, the higher the damage. But I would like to get a pinpointers down the line. Pinpointers would be real nice. So I am looking for a pinpointers at the moment. My PSN will be in the description, by the way. So if anyone out there is selling pinpointers, please let me know. Please let me know. I will buy it off you for 40k caps if I have to. The modifications I've got on there is the tri-barrel. And I've got a Tesla coil capacitor and a gunner sight. And that is my gun I am using on this build. I'll keep it on there to show you. Remember, it does a bullets explode for 50% damage. More damage. Quicker we get out of bad situations. So I'll leave it on there for a moment. Ugh. Morning coffee's gone cold. Sorry. Okay, let's move on to my armor. My armor for this build is incomplete, which I'm still looking for some of the mods. But if you have got the rest of the mods you need, please let me know what mods I should have in here. But it's still working really well. The important part is all of them need to be overeaters. So let's go. Obviously, this is a Falcon power armor, so it has the bonus of plus 25% AP regen rate, plus 25% fusion core duration. So longer duration, less fusion cores you have to use. So let's start with the overeaters. Increased damage reduction up to plus 6% as you fill your hunger and thirst meter, currently at 6%. So we just tank you, and that's the great thing. So on my second start and a couple of my armor pieces, I have Glutton. Glutton, hunger and thirst grow 10% slower. I like having Glutton on because that means I don't really have to worry about eating all the time. And the slower that rate is, the better for me, and it's less maintenance. The next one we have on is Dissipating, which is plus 0.25% radiation damage recovery. I will change that down the line, but I'm keeping it on just for now. Next we have Radioactive. I like Radioactive. Gain 2% action points regen at the cost of rad, up to plus 10% action regen on full stack. Great. I have gimbal braces on this one as well. Plus 25% hip fire accuracy, plus 25% scope accuracy, -%, 7% incoming damage. On my right arm, I have the fireproof, still have the overeaters on, but I have fireproof this time for plus 25% damage fire resistance. I have burning, so I can burn my targets if they get too close, and that will be a 5% chance to deal 90% damage. Again, I have the gimbal braces on for more accuracy, and then I have sawbones, but my 4-star mods on my power armor is not perfect at the moment, but it will be perfect down the line. Do send me recommendations if you want to. I do not mind taking criticism on my build. It's a part of life. It's the only way we can improve sometimes is to take some criticism. So health slowly regenerates, plus 1 per second up to 5 per second on full stack. The next one we have is the torso. It's all Fulcrum, remember. Beautiful Fulcrum power armor. It's not the best, but it's still great. Again, we've got Glutton on. Remember, Glutton slows down Hunger and Thirst. We've got Durability to slow down the breakage. And then the perk card you should have is Reflective. Return 10% of damage received from enemy targets back towards them, up to 50% on full stack. Reflective is important. Find Inflective. You can fly Inflective. You're having a good time. Do it, do it, do it. Find Reflective. Great 4-star, especially for your power armor. And we have Reflection Assembly for the mod. Melee attackers bleed for 150% damage over 5 seconds. So anyone catching you in a pinch, getting too close, shoo them away. They're going away. For my left leg, I have Overeats again. 2nd-star Strength. So I would like to change that, but like I said, we don't have everything we need right now. But that is what it is. Doctors, we have plus 5% efficiency of Stimpaks, Red Away, and Rad X. And then Aegis, pronounced wrong, fortifies physical and energy resistant by plus 50, and bonus, Cairo, and fire resistant by plus 20% for wearer and teammates within a 50% radius. So I'm helping everyone out, plus I'm helping me out on my damage resistance. I've got Cooling Vent, minus 5% power armor, battery drain rate. We need that. Make those fusion cores last longer. And last but not least is the left leg. I've got Fireproof and Doctors on again. But we have Tanky. Now, Tanky is a very nice card. Tanky plus 200 damage resistance for 10 seconds when standing still. Still 20 seconds. Cooldown up to 1000 on a full stack. Damage resistant standing still, especially inside the raid. It is perfect. And that is my armor. And that's everything on the armor side there. As you can see, we're a walking tank. We are Frank Horrigan for sure. So let's eat. I hope you've enjoyed the build so far. Anything you want to change, please let me know. Because, you know something? We all need to improve together. And the better builds we can build together, the better things get, and the better the gameplay. So what should we do? Should we go and test this build? I think it's testing time. Let's go and do a grunt hunt like I did last time, because that was very enjoyable. You remember in the last video, there was a turf war between the turtle and the deathclaw, which was weird. I don't know why that happened, but we'll go and do a grunt hunt to test it out, because the grunt hunts are kind of difficult if you're on a mediocre build. But if you know what you're doing, you can persevere. Right. Let's go and see our friend Mr. Ghoul, Cooper Howard. Cooper Howard returns tomorrow. Is anyone looking forward to the TV show? I know. I'm already on a grunt hunt. That's fantastic. Where? Oh. It's in Rust Kingdom. Let's go. That's perfect. But if you're looking forward to season 2, I am. It's tomorrow. I'll be watching that back to back. I'll watch the episode back to back. 110%. I'll really enjoy it. Yeah, be a good time. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the show as well. I hope you've enjoyed this build. More importantly, I hope you've enjoyed watching this build again. This will be my last video for 2025, and I'll take a YouTube break. But I will have backup videos starting straight from the new year. Just leave in the comments this time, maybe, if you want. Let me know what sort of build do I see next? Yeah. Oh, Deathclaw. Weakness belly. Woo! Let's take this big boy out. Let's find our target. Beautiful, as you can see there. A lot of resistance. It's working well. Stealthy outlaws here. Look, just deflecting that damage back. Look at the amount of damage we're doing on there. Down and gone. Perfect. We barely took any damage there. We are just basically walking tanks. Look, 768 on a headshot. Oh, I love this build. It's perfect. It's not perfect, so it could be better. But you know something? It will improve over time. Like all my builds in the past. If you look at some of my very original builds, I've improved along the way. And as the perk card system keeps improving in Fallout, so will the builds. Oh, we got a sneaky boy upstairs. Back to sleep. Wow, so guys, what do you think of this build? Have you liked it? Have you not? I don't know. Please let me know in the comments. We'll do another grunt hunt so we can just sort of like have a chit chat about where the channel's going in the end and what we're going to do going forward. And it's just a thank you message. Obviously, the channel has changed a lot over the years. It's been Resident Evil, it's been Final Fantasy, it's been Pokemon, it's been Fallout. But I'm at a point where I'd rather just be doing what I enjoy going forward, and what I enjoy is Fallout. And I really enjoy making Fallout videos. I feel knowledgeable about Fallout, but not completely knowledgeable. I feel like I could still learn a lot more, and that's where you guys come in. You can sort of tell me where I'm going wrong with my builds, where I'm going right, and you know, I don't know where I'm going to go forward in the new year. I probably will keep to Fallout videos, especially build videos. So I enjoy making the build videos. I enjoy investing time into investigating new ways to make us stronger in the game so everyone can enjoy the game. And that's the point of this game for me. I want everyone to enjoy this game. I want everyone to get to a point where they can play this game with comfort and not frustration. Cool. Oh, more turf war. Mr. Rad Scorpion, come back. Woo! I feel like the power armor guys in the grunt hunts are really strong, but not against me. Not on this build. Go to sleep. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I'm here now. Oh, we got a Bratzo case. I was just here. How fortunate. Right, so guys, that's the build. Like I said, oh, I am stuck. Like I said, if you enjoyed this build video, please let me know. If you didn't enjoy it, also let me know. I need to know if it's crap or not, so I can make adjustments. But yeah, that is it. Like I always say, my videos will always be time-stamped for your convenience. So you don't have to listen to me ramble on for 30 to 40 minutes, which my build videos always are. I like to be extensive. I like to always let you guys know extensively the ins and outs of my builds. And that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you for 2025, and I'll see you all in 2026. Thank you very much.